understand? Any questions so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Go on.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone, my beloved friends and my teachers that I also love. Today, I would like to give you some simple and short presentation about my project or my research with the title of Teamwork and Relationship from the Sightseeing of Gazi. So, without further ado, let's jump into the problem or what does make me make this title. In terms of teamwork, it should be multi or like giving positive impacts to each other, because teamwork is helping each other to have a good things or reaching a good goal. But the fact in this era or nowadays, especially Gen Z that I took for this research, is having some of toxic relationships and not having a good teamwork, and their goal is kind of negative for me. For example, the pregnancy cases in vulnerable some months ago. So, as the foundation of Indonesia, they need to improve and fix their attitude, also their teamwork, in order to make the success Indonesia real. Then let's talk about the research question, also the research objectives, which is how to reduce the toxic teamwork and relationship between Gen Z in Indonesia, and with the objectives is explain the ways that could reduce the toxic relationship between Gen Z and Indonesia. So right now, let's jump into the most important point, and that is the discussion. First thing first, I did 4 steps in this research, which are interested study, problem formulation, and then I analyze the discussion. Last one is conclusion. Right now, let's jump into the discussion. Which first one is ICT that I use is the positive impacts of internet widespread that can fix the teamwork between people, because we can interact with the people in social media. And then the sport is the teamwork in the game of football, because if we do game of football, we always make a good teamwork, and the goal is to make a goal. Then in Bahasa Indonesia, I use 3 points, which are slogan, poster, dan iklan, as the ways to increasing the teamwork between people, because slogan is mengenai hidup seseorang, and iklan and posters are for a widespread community. And 4th one is social, the efforts to enhance Asian cooperation that I connect to the teamwork point, and then the social mobility channels that can connect, and I connected it with the Gen Z one. Next one is the math. It's having a teamwork like a circle, because circle is always a one thing or one team that have a goal to make a perfect circle. And then for science is teamwork or having a teamwork like human organ systems, because the human organ system is always making a teamwork to make us alive and breathe. And we should also do like that, because we need to cooperate with each other in order to making a perfect teamwork. And then for art is the calligraphy as the Islamic method, and the Arabic is the teamwork in sports like football, basketball, and volleyball. Then for next is English, that one of the way that I presented you, one of the way to communicate is dialogue. Fikih as the laws, but doing hajat that we can't sweat when we do hajat, and also when we do in daily life. Then akidah is common characters that can make positive teamwork, for example, ta'awun or helping each other, and sincere. Last one is, or not the last one, but the last one in this slide is Qurdis, which is the content of Surat Al-Imran, verse 148, as the goal of doing good deeds, because this verse is having us or make us to do good deeds, and we can do good deeds like helping each other in teamwork. And then 2 last one it's asked you, which is the importance of must-have for building kindness. So not only the teamwork, but the attitude itself from the Gen Z itself, which all should be fixed with one of them is mahab or having mahab in their personally. The last one is civic, and also the social norms in society, because in society we should implement the social norms, because we as the social creature should take risks in other. Last one is the result or the conclusion. The Gen Z in Indonesia is the foundation of the success in Indonesia, so the toxic teamwork and their attitudes should be fixed to realize the success in Indonesia, because only them can do this, because their mental and their brain and their knowledge can grow more. So I hope with this research, especially myself and my friends, could fix their attitude and their teamwork to be a positive teamwork, and then make their future better with my advices or my research, and then my advices for them to make a better future for myself and for all of us, especially my friends. And actually, that's all from me for my simple and short presentation. Thank you for listening, and before I end the presentation, any questions that
I want to ask you, according to your opinion, how to build teamwork, good teamwork for Gen Z? Okay, thank you.
Okay, so how to build a good teamwork between Gen Z is, first of all, is fixing the attitude, because a human can interact with each other well is by fixing the attitude, and then they bring it to social life, and then they should implement their good attitude to social life, so it can make a better teamwork between all of us, because all or each of us is having a good attitude. So that's a short answer by me.
Okay, thank you for your next question, Moms of Langit or Langit's mom. So Langit, it's really good to know your research about
Thank you.
teamwork and relationship. My first question is, why don't you add maybe verb in front of your title? Because in your research question, you just reduce toxic relationship.
Can you repeat the question?
Okay, why don't you add verb like reduce, improve, or others? You just add teamwork and relationship from the side seeing of Gen Z, not improving the teamwork or decreasing or reduce toxic relationship and others. Maybe you have some reasons, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's my first question.
So it's all about my title. So for me, that I learned by my mom and something else, I researched that in the research that everyone or public will read it, can make the interest more with a positive title. So that's why I'm not giving something of reduce or toxic or decreasing, something like that, because I don't like, and that I learned from my mom, especially is we or better if we not putting negative words in our title and our research. So that like that.
Okay, Langit, thank you for your time to give it to us for you. Okay, when I see from your presentation there is social that have a correlation with your problem, absolutely it is talk about the teamwork.
Yes.
So you said over there, you write over there, it's talk about ASEAN.
Yes.
Right now, Indonesia joined with SEA Games. You know SEA Games
Yes,
right now, okay? So many sport that Indonesia joined then. We know that this is fact. If Indonesia gets so many lose from other country,
Yes.
Okay, don't you know that? And talk about the Gen Z, yeah. So you are also Gen Z.
Yes.
How you face it It is we get close from other country in SEA Games,
Yes.
and absolutely how to improve teamwork in MTSP. From for the student, absolutely. Okay.
So, as the questions that I heard is building teamwork in a school life, isn't that right? It's school life, so in every schools there is some rules that everyone should know that and should implement that. So, if I answer fixing the attitude of each person to have a good teamwork, in the first question, and this third question, I will simply make a little bit same, but one point is because we are students in a school life, we should implement all of the rules in the school to have a good attitude and to have a good behavior in the school, so we can make good teamwork with other people, because we in our teamwork is having or implementing the rules that exist in this school in active aspects.
Okay. I hope that the result can influence for others.
Yes?
That it can build the team good in an environment for us.
I hope so.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Rama.
Yeah, finish.
Okay, finish. You will close.
Okay, thank you everyone for listening and thank you for the nice attention. The last I said before I end the presentation is sorry for my misspelling or mistaking or mistypes or something like that, because I'm still human, so I can make mistakes, because the perfection is only owned by Allah, so I can make mistakes, and sorry for that. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello all, good morning. So, for opening up this presentation, I want to introduce myself. My name is Sakura Ilanakian and I'm from my place. So here, I'm sitting in front of you to present about my project that I was entitled Efforts to Build a Sense of Tolerance by Increasing Communication Ethics Among Undergraduate Students. So, the reason I chose this title are because of recently, I think it's happened in school. It's a normal thing that happened in school. That is someone or a student that yelling at their teacher. Or recently, I heard that students calling out their friends with their parents' name. I think this is very crucial problems that have to be solved and fixed. Then because of that, I think I choose communication as one of the ways to change this, because what I read in a project that Effort and Roger said, communication are one of the ways to change something, to change your behavior. So because of that, I choose communication are one way to build a sense of tolerance. And for this purposes is to know the importance of cultivating behavior and communication, and also sense of tolerance. And also for the research question is how to cultivate a sense of tolerance by increasing the ethics in community. And I took this project about less than 2 months. moral story, and then not only in English but in Indonesia too. So you can try to influence your friends with a persuasive text, because we are starting to ask our friends to become better, to behave well and communicate. So we will try to be tolerant to our friends, not only our friends but also to our teacher too. And then for the next one is in social. Of course, when we are communication, it means we are interacting with another. Interacting are not only in form of communicating, with not only we're speaking, but also the way we talk. When we are doing a collaboration and a discussion, of course, we are need to behave well. And then the way to behave well are accepting the opinion of another people. And also, the next one is in civic. Of course, to change our behavior are with starting to obey the rules. The rules are not only what in our environment, but we can make our own rules from ourselves. But here, our next one about in civic, so we can starting to behave well with obeying the norms. And then, a good behavior, a good communication can start with asking. Because in Sunnah and Bid'ah, we are learned that Prophet Muhammad asked us to always behave well. I mean, when we are asking our friends to behave, it means we have to ask them with good information, with good words, not by yelling at them. And then the next one are, in ICT. Of course, when we are interacting in communication, it's not only in our social environment, but also in social media. So, we always try to have a good behavior in social media, and then we always try to apply it not only in our environment, then maybe we can start to change ourselves to become better. And then the next one are to change ourselves. It comes from what we believe. It's not only about your efforts, but also the way you learn, the way you have to believe something. So a change can be started with belief. If you are believe in Surah Al-Qasas verse 77, so you always try to make a good thing, not only for you, but also can impact for the other. And then in thinking, it's same as like the social one. So we are getting used to speak well, not only in one place but all places. Like in Hajj. And then for the next one is in Aqidah. I'm sorry. To build a good communication ethics, we can start with tawakal and ikhtiyar. Because not only one and effort, but also belief, like I said before. So I think just that for Aqidah, and then for the art, when you are starting to learn about something, it is the first thing that you find. All sources of learn are from the calligraphy. Because in the past, we learned that all things, all of the ideas are come from calligraphy, from calligraphy. That's what I read. So what you can do are preserve them and keep them. For the next one this is a basic thing for you to always try to fix when you want to say something, to fix your grammar. So there is no any miscommunication between you and your friend and you and your teacher. Or another is in math. If you are starting to change something, it means you have to align it between one and another, between you and your friends. If you want to change something, then you have to connect it with your friend. If your friend wants to do something good, then you can start to copying that good things. And for the science, mindset to always control our brain. To always speak it and then not yell at someone like what I said before.
Sorry, can you go to general conclusion? Yeah, general conclusion.
So, from all discussions about that I have explained, I think the most important thing in this project are, if you want to change something, that means you have to start by an effort, learn and believe. Then all things will come together and maybe you will change what that have to be changed. And I think that's all for my explanation of my project. But maybe you want to add something?
I'm so proud with your presentation, student. My question is, why you choose this title for your project?
Actually, one of the main reasons that I choose this title or this project are because of, I think it's not only my friend that do that, but me too. Sometimes I do mistakes, but when to my friend, also my teacher. So I want to change myself and be another. So I want to always influence myself and my friends. And I think it's all.
Ina, thank you. Based on your research, in your title, you write over here, effort to build a sense of tolerance by increasing communication ethnic among MTSP students. Among MTSP students. But in the subject of this research, you write over here your name.
Oh yeah.
It's not special. It's not. We can see it is just not only for you, but it is for the student of MTSP. That is not for you, okay? And my question is, what is your hope based on your research? Why you write this and your hope in a future maybe, not only in MTSP student, because of after you graduated from here, you will be found a new environment.
For answering your question, my hope is, I think for my project, I hope that when you are communicating well and have a communication ethics, then you will be easily to always try to improve yourself in every environment. I mean, it's not only in one thing you can have a safe place, but all the places you can try to comfort yourself. I think that's all.
Okay.
It's glad to listen your presentation.
Yes.
I appreciate that. It's awesome or amazing.
Thank you.
And I would like to know your reason. Why do you choose in art lesson? You choose calligraphy. Calligraphy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We know that calligraphy is like beautiful handwriting by someone or by the maker. But how the people know the message of the calligraphy to increase the togetherness for others?
Answering your questions, I think the reason why I chose calligraphy is because when we saw calligraphy, it means that you look a writing that are very beautiful. From those beautiful things, I mean, one of the things that is really awesome. So from that, I think one of the main reasons that I chose calligraphy is because the togetherness of that beautiful. It's like building a sense of tolerance, like the ones that I said before. If you want to make something good, then it means you can start with